Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friend Bats. It's me, Jared, and moving along from yesterday's video of my Bat books into everything else. So, still, the next shelf, which is a half shelf compared to the other one, still Bat related because my R's are bleeding into here. Robin, Aquaman the Trench. And this is a cool book that I found in a bargain bin. Look, it still has the $5 sticker. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, challenges that are unknown, must die. This was their first work together, and I've never read it, but I found it, and I was like, oh, sick, I'm going to read that one day. I'm excited to have that. I've got this, was this like a 30-year anniversary thing? I forget. But it was €0, and it was also... I found a lot of stuff in bargain bins. Another thing that I found in a bargain bin, Final Night. I've never read this, but I know of this story because of Green Arrow, and it's another one, like DC Events. As you can see, this is kind of my events here. So this is supposed to be Crisis. And so I don't have Crisis anymore, but 0 Hour, Final Night, DC 1 Million, Identity Crisis. I lost the dust jacket to Infinite Crisis. I loaned it to a friend and he ruined it. Final Crisis. Final Crisis Companion. And then I have Death Metal. I don't have Original Metal, but I have Death Metal. I have Original Metal in floppy, and eventually I'll get it. The newest Crisis, Dark Crisis. And then I have some Flash from back in the day. I have volume 7 of Mark Waid, 3, 4, and 6 by Jeff Johns. And then I have Rebirth that I don't have any of the posts. I've been slowly trying to build my Flash collection. And what's funny about this though is I've read all the Flash from Jeff Johns forward. I haven't read any of Mark Waid's, but I've read pretty much all of Jeff Johns pretty much to current. Not entirely, but pretty much. But I don't have any of the pre-New 52 other than Rebirth. Well, like I have I don't have any of the Barry Allen post-Crisis stuff other than Rebirth. And so then I don't have any of the New 52. I don't have any of the Rebirth stuff except for this era, which is like post-Rebirth. And then I have Flashpoint Beyond. I got this. I've had this forever, which is Green Arrow by Jack Kirby. I got some Kevin Smith, the Kevin Smith volumes, the old school ones. Get these out of the way. They're in my way. Green Arrow, and this is signed by Brad Meltzer. And then I've learned my lessons to not loan trades because I used to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I have, I have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. And then even though I've read all New 52 and all of Rebirth, Green Arrow, I don't have any of it in trade. I have a lot of it in floppy, but working in the trade, it's my GL, GA stuff. And as you can see, to Jared by Neil Adams. I had gotten these at San Diego Comic-Con individually each year. I got one. I had both books, but I had one in 2003 signed, and this was 2004 signed. So those are over 20-year-old signatures by Neil Adams before he charged $40 a signature. So, and then I've been slowly trying to build my Green Lantern stuff, but it's going really slow. As you can see, I only have a few Green Lantern books, even though I've read. That's the thing. It's like going from floppy to trade. It's like, because essentially, like, how excited am I to read it again if I've already read it is kind of my thing. or if I haven't read it, I like to do. So one day I intend on getting Green Lantern, Jeff Johns run. I don't know if I'll get it in Omni or, the bigger collected editions that they do. We'll find out. But I inevitably will get it, but I don't have it right now. I found some of these in bargain bins, and then I forget that I have, so I have 2 copies of Rebirth. I'm like, so I just end up giving them away. So it works out. People like Green Lantern. I got the newest one, which was really good. I was really excited to have some good Green Lantern again, because I kind of fell off Green Lantern when Grant Morrison came around, and he kind of, it wasn't for me. I got these Jeff Johns Hawkman, and what's really frustrating is they didn't continue the series in any other format. They're just like, all right, yep, here we go, 2 books, it's done. And then I found these 2, Hawkman by Venditti, Volume 1 and 2 in bargain bins. So, which, again, like, I've read these in floppy, and I kind of fell off around here because I kind of dropped all DC books at the time because of Heroes in Crisis really made me mad, and I didn't want to give DC money anymore. So I don't have volume 3 and 4 for these, and then I've never read them. So if I do find them on sale, I will get them. Brad Meltzer, Justice League, and I've been kind of slowly building my Justice League collection. This is all the Scott Snyder era, and then you have Venditti. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Superior, not Superior, but yeah, this is all this era. And then there's that Chip Zdarsky random one. All right, and so this was given to me by my friend Bruce because he already had all the issues in another trade, and then he gave me this just because it's fun. I think it's signed by, yeah, for Bruce, by Poccolello. But the Shazam book, I got this. This is silly, but I got this at one of those like local, take a book, leave a book kind of things up in front of someone's houses. I was looking in there and I was like, oh, there's a trade in here. It's a Supergirl. Okay, I'm going to swoop that up. I got that DC Finest Superman, and then the John Burns Man of Steel collection. And then I found all of these. These are sick. This is that like President Lex era of Superman, like early 2000s. And so I found all 6 of these for $5, also in bargain bins. And then another one that I found a lot of these Superman books in bargain bins, except for like this one. So yeah, so this chunk, and then like these New 52 ones I got in bargain bins. I would like to get the entire era of Superman. Like, I've been really, like, obviously my Batman is the most insane version, but I want the next one to be Superman. I would love to have this, but in Superman. And so I've been chipping away at that. And so, yeah, I got the Peter Tomasi Rebirth Deluxe editions, and I would like to find the Dan Jurgens Action Comics collected deluxe editions, but if I don't, I'll probably just get it in, this regular format, which is going to be twice as thick. And then moving along, I have the entire Bendis run from here to here. And I know there's a lot of people who don't like the Bendis run, and reading it in trade paperback made it a lot better. And I also read, I read it action, and then I just went over to Superman. And that made it a lot better for me. And then we have the Philip Kennedy Johnson era into the current era with Williamson, and this has got some Titan stuff. And then, yeah, I just finished reading this guy. I haven't read it in a long time. It was really good. My fiance loves My Little Pony, and she got this at LCS, and it kind of works as a big old bookend for now. Moving along into Wonder Woman, my Wonder Woman chunk, which, like, this is how much of Wonder Woman I've read, and this is how much Wonder Woman I own. So, one day I will read through this. I plan on it. The good old Dave Gibbons or not Dave Gibbons. Who wrote this? Was it Dave Gibbons? I don't know. But Steve Rude, World's Finest, Superman, Batman. This is like my era of comics. This is my jam right here. And pretty much all my World's Finest, essentially, right? World's Finest works its way through here. New 52 era. I'm missing 1 and 2. I seen them on the bargain bin the other day, but I didn't do it. I didn't commit because I knew I was gonna buy some other stuff, and I didn't want to mess with my comic budget, especially when I have so much to read. And then moving along into the Mark Waid era, and I've been trying to get these Young Justice books, but they are hard to find. 3 is very hard to find and expensive on eBay. And then, yes, this is some, what are these called? Prestige editions. And then, yeah, I got the Superman Year One by not Mark Miller, Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. And then we move on up to the indies, essentially. Action Bible, got the complete 90s Cyberfrog, the Cyberfrogs comics as they came out. Danger Club, I bought these from the creator at a convention, and I liked his art and I liked the idea of the story. Firepower, a fantastic series. Go read it. Oblivion Song, I think I've read this one as it came out, but I haven't read it in trade. And there's now a compendium that I want. I'd rather have the complete series than the floppies. I got Geiger, but I don't know. I haven't got around to it. Some Madmans that I've had forever. Jawbreakers Forever was $1 plus shipping. And here I've shown my Mark Millar collection in a previous video. And so I've been going through this Radiant Black series, and then I found this Radiant Pink in a bargain bin and picked that up because it was cheaper, and it ties into the end of this book. So, and then I got these. These are some Judge Dredd progs, and 2000 AD progs. While I was in London, I picked those up. And this is my fiance's, I think I called her my girlfriend, right, earlier? But yeah, she's my fiance now. We were engaged, but this is her stuff. This is essentially her shelf. She loves My Little Pony. And then she's got into Godzilla, and I picked this up for her because I figured she would like this. And I know she likes Transformers. She loves Darwin Cook and bought this for herself. And this is also a Darwin Cook book. And like I said, she loves God. She's gotten herself into Godzilla. And what girl doesn't love Hello Kitty? And so back to my stuff. Somnambulo. If you don't know Somnambulo, go look up Somnambulo. It's kind of like The Spirit meets Lucha Libre. It's good stuff. And Rafael Navarro is a longtime buddy of mine. Known him for a long time. Good dude. And then IDW TMNT. Big old chunk of it. And here we go. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection. It's all the volumes except Volume 9 because it's on my nightstand and I'm currently reading it. But I have all of them. Moving on down the epics. Daredevil. Doctor Strange, I'm never going to read, so I'm going to sell these. And then I have Fantastic Four. I have all the Kirby and Stan stuff and a bit forward. I'm currently reading volume 2, which I'm on issue... I just finished the Hate Monger issue. So whatever that is, like 19, 20, somewhere around there. And then Master of Kung Fu, Iron Fist, great stuff. I'm probably never going to read Moon Knight or Thor, but I bought them thinking I would. Probably never going to. Like I said, my fiance has gotten herself into Godzilla. And here's the Spider-Man Hobgoblin Lives. And then, you know, everyone needs to have this to torture themselves, right? And this is a great series. So here, check this one out. This is was one of my prized possessions here. We'll go like this. So, Uncanny X-Men. You got that Bruce Timm cover, right? Boom. To Jared Stanley. I got this signed back in like 2003. Good stuff. Man, that was a good time. And then I have this one here, signed by Chris Claremont. And then I have like the 2 rarest Star Wars Epic collections. Because I do. And my fiance is a big Zelda fan. My Bigfoot Bill and Earthworm Jim stuff. Bible. And then he has, my bottom shelf is kind of a mess, and I'm going to make a new indie shelf. I think that's coming soon. But Fables, Compendium 2 and 3, Saga. The reason 1's not here is because it's on my nightstand. So I'm currently reading ASM, Fantastic Four, and Invincible. And then Saga, and then like these stuffs I got in the little library, take one, leave a book, whatever. And these are Spanish books that I've bought while I was in Spain, and they're for my, I guess she's my mother-in-law, my fiance's mom. She loves those books, and so I give them to her. Yeah, they're called Mortadelo y Filimon. And yeah, she loves this stuff. I don't know what's going on, but this is her favorite comic. And so I bought a bunch of them while we're in Spain. So I figured I'd be able to give them to her through Christmases, birthdays, and Mother's Days. And it works out that way. So that's my comic, or not comic, but my collected editions thing. And so that's all of it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.